I'm done. After 4,000 hours, I've had enough. I'm quitting. I guess this is goodbye. Thanks to everyone. Do you like pain? Excuse me? Yeah, do you like pain? What kind of question is that? Yeah, you do, don't ya? Who even are you? Started Ironman. You live. So I started an Ironman. Yeah, you saw the runtime. You know I wasn't actually quitting this game. Just got bored of my main profile. Anyways, welcome to Suffering version 2. So I'm just waiting for an invite to this co-op. Currently kicking one of the other co-op members that doesn't play so they can invite me. I should get an invite any second now. Oh, and there it is. Here we go. I'm here and I am getting absolutely spammed with everything. That's right. I joined a co-op. If you would like to call me co-op carried, now is the time. But the reason I did this is just because I refuse to go through the tedium that is early game again. Mid-game Ironman actually looks really fun, and that's what I'm interested in doing. So by joining a co-op, I get two things out of it. One, I get a friend to play with, and two, I just don't have to do all the really boring stuff to get to the good stuff. But we are on a new co-op, and I'm going to be here for the next little while. Now that the formalities are out of the way, it has been a couple days. I've been editing other videos, but it's time for me to get going. I've been talking with Manuli a little bit, and he has given me 5 minion slots to work with, and placed down these 2 minions for me, the cow minion and the sheep minion, just so I can go ahead and get a sheep pet for early dungeons, and so I can have some backpacks to use. But I will say, if I come over here, I did have the option to take a bunch of items from someone on this co-op who has quit. Like, there's a lot of talismans in here, probably around 800, 900 NP, which I could just take right now, but I'm not going to. That being said, I'm allowing myself a couple things. I have this top row up here, which includes 3 personal compactors and a personal deleter. I'm allowing myself these just because they will be really nice to have and just reduce a lot of annoyances. I also have some talismans which are either annoying to get on Iron Man, and I just decided why not. There's a maxed one right here, I'm stealing it, and some that are just locked to specific parts of the year that I won't even be able to get for a super long time, as well as this aspect of the end which I'm allowing myself to use until I grind out my own, and this pig I was given and told, and I quote, to carry on the legacy. Apparently this pig was farmed out using some farms at the bottom of this island pre-garden, and I'm gonna be the one to carry it now. So equip that in the pet menu, and the rest of these I will go ahead and throw in my accessory bag. But now I need to figure out what exactly I want to do. One of the biggest issues with early game is how just overwhelming it can be. Since you have nothing done, there is everything to do. So I ended up running around the hub for like 20 minutes trying to figure out what I would do. Finnegan was about to come into office, so the easy answer would be farming, but I just didn't really want to do that. So I went ahead and got some of my early game responsibilities out of the way. I talked to the carpenter and completed that to unlock the carpentry skill, as well as went and got started on enchanting, and then made sure to go talk to Hoppity so that I could just AFK chocolate as soon as possible. Also, I changed my texture pack mid-recording because who needs continuity? Alright, so I just talked with Manuli, and the consensus I'm getting is there really is no right way to approach progression on Iron Man. It's just kind of whatever you want to do first. And I know I probably should do farming first with Finnegan coming, but I don't want to. I'm gonna go rush mining. So to get started here, we have the mine merchant right here, and I'm just gonna go ahead and pick up this promising pickaxe. I also want to see if I can get some starter gear from Rosetta. I was like thinking really hard about like, oh, what am I gonna do for armor early game, and kind of forgot this NPC existed. So I think mercenary armor would probably be the way to go. I should have enough coins to afford all of it, and I'm just gonna go ahead and pick up the mercenary axe. Why not? It'll probably be my weapon for a little while, but I just need to come down here and we will go ahead and access the gold mine, and we are now on to the deep caverns. I have 300k in my purse, but I can probably make it down there without dying. You know, like I don't need money anyways. So we go down this first turn right here, down we go into the pigman's den. You know, for how many hours I have in this game, you'd think I'd be able to navigate the deep caverns a little bit faster. I do seem to be having trouble remembering where the slime hill exit is. Is that it? Yep, that's it. For the diamond reserve, I believe I just go left. Yep, there it is. And now we're in the obsidian sanctuary, meaning I just need to go find the dude guy. And by dude guy, I mean lift operator. So now we have Rias over here. And yes, I do want to go to the Dwarven mines. So then we need 3 of the following. Coal, iron, and gold I will be able to do pretty easily. Honestly, all of those are pretty easy. So I put an enchantment table in a rather inconvenient spot on the island, don't tell Manuli, and I went ahead and enchanted this, but it is time to go and access the Dwarven mines. Give me a moment. So I am getting really close here to being able to access the Dwarven mines, and there we go. This really didn't take all that long at all. Lapis and redstone are by far the easiest, and then for the third one, it doesn't really matter. I just chose coal because no one really ever mines that. But if I come down over here, I can talk to the lift operator and go down to the Obsidian Sanctuary, and we come over to Rias. And we TP over here, and we are going to be Heart of the Mountain 1, but I can finally start working on some commissions. First order of business is going to be coming over here to Boo Boo, and I'm going to go ahead and pick up this fractured mithril pickaxe right here so that I can mine titanium when it spawns. But second order of business is I'm just going to put my money away, and I'm going to go try to grind some ice walkers so I can get some glaciite armor. It's a pretty direct upgrade to mercenary, and it'll just make doing commissions a whole lot easier. Now the question, can I one-tap these? I most definitely can. Oh, there we go. I got a glaciite chestplate, probably the best piece to get, but what are the defense stats of that? Oh yeah, no, way better than this mercenary chestplate. Great. Duplicate glaciite chestplate. Oh, and there's the helmet. Gonna go ahead and slap that on. Oh, we got some boots. It would be the dream to only get one dupe. Will it happen? Nobody knows, but I want leggings. The one dupe was just a dream. I got more boots. Oh, there it is. I'm done. I can put those on, and these can go in the wardrobe for future use. The rest of these I just don't need. But now I should probably go enchant this. After enchanting my glaciite, I remembered that I needed to go unlock bestiary, as well as get the grandma wolf pet, and make a small mining sack. With the sack out of the way, I can start working on commissions now, and also start working towards the King's Talisman. So we have mine 50 mithril and participate in any mining event. Both of those are pretty easy. Unfortunately, with my current setup, these commissions will take forever, and I won't have access to anything better for quite a while. First commission is done. Claim that. And with these two commissions, I should get up to HOTM 2. There it is. So I get access to the forge, as well as 2 tokens of the mountain. Oh, I won't even be able to get mining speed boost yet, but that's immediately going into mining fortune and titanium insanium. And I am out of dailies. I need 9,000 to get to tier 3. So at 200 HOTM per, I'll need to do 45 commissions, which I'm not doing right now. That's gonna take a couple hours. I'm gonna come back to this tomorrow. After getting my beauty sleep, I got out of bed and was ready to get going on these commissions. So I cracked open a monster. Please sponsor me. I need to fuel my addiction. I've spent like $1,000 on this stuff. And then sat down for the long grind that would be these commissions. Well, actually, I lied. That didn't take long at all. I found some Picanimuses in a chest and then had manually spawn me some titanium, and also I only recorded 2 commissions because I'm really good at my job, but it took maybe an hour. So I just finished up the last commission till HOTM 3. So if I claim this, there we go. And now I should be able to access the Crystal Hollow. So if I go warp mines, I may or may not have just, you know, stolen a warp scroll from Manuli because I value my sanity and I'm not getting commission milestone 4 for that. But now if we come right here, we will have access to the Crystal Hollows. And there are a couple things I want to do here before I keep on going up till around HOTM 6 and 7. But now I have the Crystal Hollows unlocked, but I have something else I need to work on. I've noticed my distinct lack of booster cookie, and it is kind of annoying me. And with my distinct lack of booster cookie is also a distinct lack of God Pot, and I kind of want both of those. So a general strategy to get said thing is to get a legendary rock and then sell it to the NPC for 10 mil. So if I can find it, I'm going to build a little semi-AFK cobble thing. Minuli said he started it, but I don't know where it is. But the point is, I can just sit in there for a little while, and I will get the legendary rock and have a cookie. And then I have some other plans. I went ahead and finished up the cobble gen and made a miner's outfit so I could hopefully instant mine cobble. I could not. I am in fact very skill-issued at mining cobblestone of all things. This ended up with about an hour of testing because I had no idea what I was doing and ended up just buying a stonk. But after that, I was able to just semi-AFK in there until I got the 250,000 ores mined. So I'm getting really close to being done here, and just a couple more pass-bys through this thing, and I should have my legendary rock any moment now. I'm like 300 blocks off. Oh, yep, there we go. We hit 250,000, and we now have a legendary rock, which I'm just gonna go ahead and put that in my pet menu because pet score, why not? And then immediately take it out of my pet menu, as well as the rare, uncommon, and common. And we're just gonna keep the purple rock so I can upgrade the rock back to legendary later so I can have pet score. Right now, I'm just going to sell these because, I mean, I'm early game. Why would I care about pet score? But if we go to the hub, we can come over here and talk to, Jorge. Anyway, if we put this in here, I can get 10 million coins for it. And I'm also just going to go ahead and just sell all of these, mostly because I just don't want them. But now we should have enough to go buy a booster cookie. And now my one and only use for the bazaar, a cookie. The prices went up again. My goodness. Okay, hold on. Do I have anything in the bank? I feel like I might have a little bit in the bank. Okay, so I do not have anything in the bank. However, Manuli told me that I could take some money if I needed it. So I'm very sorry. I'm taking 500k. Anyway, now we should be able to afford a cookie. There we go. Okay, we have a booster cookie. Okay, I didn't even need that 500k. It just wouldn't let me buy it. Weird. Okay, I'm putting the 500k back in the bank then. It didn't even take that extra 500k. I just needed it in my purse to be able to buy it. Anyway, if we just eat this cookie right here, we will have a duration of 4 days of cookie buff and also 10,000 bits available, which should get me a couple god pots. But for the next thing on the agenda, I need to go back to doing some more mining progression. As you can see, I'm currently stuck with glaciite armor, but the direct upgrade to that is going to be yogg armor. And since I have access to the crystal hollows now, I can get that. So if we go on here, we just need a bunch of yoggi, which is really easy to get. Might be a little bit of a pain, but it's still pretty easy. The hard part, I say hard, or just like time consuming, not particularly difficult, is I need a ton of enchanted hardstone. So in total, I'm going to need 24 stacks of 20. So that's going to be 24 times 20. So I need 480 enchanted hardstone, which is going to take a bit, considering I don't have a snail pet. I am not able to get a snail pet, and I'm probably just going to have to waste a bunch of picadimbuses to insta-mine hardstone. So 10,000 coins, and we can go ahead and join the crystal hollows. I also forgot how long this animation takes. But essentially what the plan is here is just mine into the wall, and the picanimbus does allow me to insta-mine. Cool, I'm going to waste a bunch of these. But yeah, no, give me like several hours. After around an hour of the most fun gameplay loop imaginable, I only had 32 enchanted hardstone. After all that time, I was able to get a god pot though, which wouldn't really help, but it would make me be in slightly less pain. Another several hours later, and I was able to make Flamebreaker boots. Over here, I've just got a little bit of yoggi that I'm going to steal because no one else is going to be using that. And I don't think it's quite enough to make these into yogg boots. I gotta go back to the crystal hollows and try my hand at killing some yoggs. So I was trying to buy an artisanal shortbow so I could go shoot Bal and get some yoggi that way, because Bal drops yoggi, like quite a lot of it. But the NPC is disabled for some reason, so what we're gonna do is head over to the end, and I'm gonna go get a dragon shortbow. So if I talk to the lone adventurer right here, I should be able to get one. I will just need to complete a few things though. A couple of crimes against the population of the End Island later, such as murder of the second degree and unlicensed fracking, I had a dragon shortbow. So it took longer than it reasonably should have, but I have 40 yoggi now, meaning I can take these Flamebreaker boots right here, and I should be able to surround it, and we will be getting some yogg boots. And now that I look at it, I think this is actually worse for mining speed than my glaciite boots. So like until I get the full set, I don't think there's even any point of wearing this. Yeah, this doesn't even give mining speed. It just has gemstones lodged, which I can't even use right now because my mining stuff isn't good enough to go unlock these. Well, I just spent like 5 hours getting these boots for nothing. And now it was time to go back to the HOTM grind. Running low on pickanimbuses, but pretty determined I wanted to hit HOTM 6. And while we're here, you should subscribe. I've put in over 100 hours of playtime into just this video in under 2 weeks. No, I don't go outside. And you know, while you're down there hitting that funny little red button, comment your favorite type of grass. No, this isn't interaction bait. I need to know your favorite type of grass for purposes. So if I claim this commission right here, I should hit HOTM 4. There we go. Slapping one of those into Efficient Miner, and I only have one more, which it won't even get me to Mining Madness. Just gonna go ahead and put one over to it though. And then once I hit HOTM 5, I can get Mining Madness and Sky Mall. A couple more commissions later, this should be it. HOTM 5. Oh, this is taking forever, and I still need to keep going. First of all, we get Peak of the Mountain, which will directly upgrade my mining speed boost, making it considerably better. So if I click that, we get that for free. And that takes it from a 200% boost to a 300% boost, which is much better. And I don't need to worry about Peak of the Mountain 2 right now. That's just +1 forge slot. I will get that later. But, you know, immediately we are going into Mining Madness and Sky Mall. But now I just need 100,000 more HOTM XP. I will be at HOTM 6, and then I can finally start actually progressing. I was well on my way to get through mining progression really quickly, but as I was grinding for HOTM 6, I ran into a problem. Oh, and there goes my last pick and nimbus. Oh, this is a predicament. So I still have roughly 70,000 XP to go until HOTM 6. However, the main tool I was using, well, I don't have it anymore, and I can't get any more of them. Because Manuli told me, and I quote, "F you, Claire, I'm not doing any more nucleus runs." So it would take forever for me to prep nucleus runs myself, probably longer than just actually going and mining out HOTM 6 with a diamond pickaxe or something. But I do have an idea. So Boo Boo over here, we can come over and we have the pickaxe that I abandoned on the floor somewhere. I don't remember when, I just know I don't have it anymore. And we can purchase another one of these. And then we have a bandage mithril pickaxe, which is 100,000 coins and 200 mithril. And we can go ahead and get that. I also just realized that I did not need to buy the fractured mithril pickaxe. And now looking at the item lore of this, I realized I did not need to buy this one either. But what I'm gonna need is a bejeweled handle. The rest of it I already have. And then after that, I can upgrade this titanium pickaxe to a polished titanium pickaxe, which while it won't really replace a pick and nimbus, it is probably the best thing I can get right now. In about 30 minutes of aimlessly jumping around the hub later, my mithril has finished. So if we go ahead and claim this, I can go into my backpack slot 1, grab myself 3 glaciite jewels, and I can go ahead and make a bejeweled handle. And after waiting 25 seconds, I can claim this, and we can warp to the mines and purchase a titanium pickaxe off of Boo Boo. And now all I need is 3 refined titanium, which I already have 2 going in here. So I can just come into my mining sack, grab some, that is mithril, grab some titanium, and we can just pop 2 in here. And now I will have a new pickaxe to finish up HOTM 6 with tomorrow. And with my new pickaxe in hand, I decided to take a break from mining and go do some more mining. But this time in the Jerry's workshop, because I wanted to save up enough ice to eventually make a frozen scythe. A very good early game mage weapon. Only problem is that it would take me a little while. But hey, mining ice is pretty brainless. I definitely didn't go insane at all. You see, Skyblock keeps me very sane, as opposed to my other favorite pastime, which is staring at paint drying in a rubber room filled with rats. After mining ice for a little bit, I have 3 enchanted packed ice. Out of the, stack I need, I can sit here for 3 days straight grinding commissions, but apparently I cannot sit here for an hour grinding out ice. ADHD is really fun. Most of my titanium is done. These 2 still have 53 minutes left, but I can claim these 2 right here. And if we come over to Boo Boo over here and get 1 more refined titanium out of my backpack, we should be able to get the polished titanium pickaxe. This should be good to get me all the way up to HOTM 6. I wish I had a couple more things to put on it, but unfortunately, Iron Man is just pain and suffering like that. Let's go finish this. And there we go. We can go ahead and claim this for Heart of the Mountain Tier 6. The biggest thing that I unlock with Heart of the Mountain 6 is a gemstone gauntlet, which this right here is going to be my main mining tool up until I get a 655. Now, unfortunately, with my current setup, this may take a little while, but I'll see what I can do. I decided the easiest course of action would be dropping a Bow Pet, upgrading it to Legendary, and then mining my Magma Field's Ruby route. But before I could even think about trying to go grind out a Bow Pet, I would need a couple things. One being a Venom's Touch, and the second being a Soul's Rebound. The Venom's Touch is a bow that you can craft from Arachne drops that shoots 5 arrows at once. And the Soul's Rebound delays your damage by 5 seconds and then does it all at once. And the way Bow works is that only 1 arrow will actually register hitting it at a time, but if you use a Soul's Rebound on it and then shoot it with a bunch of arrows from a Venom's Touch, all those arrows will register at the end of the 5 seconds. I didn't realize this when initially grinding for it and just ignored the Soul's Rebound. But hey, it all worked out. Why did I just get rare drop a Bow Pet dropped? There is no Bow. Why did I just get a message? Like, Bow isn't even dead. I don't even think that's a Hypixel message. I think that's one of my mods. Oh! I did get a Bow Pet. I failed to do like the little Bow respawn thing. I think I'm doing it wrong. And I just got an epic Bow. But I think my plan right now is I'm going to take this 48 Yagi that I've gotten from just grinding Bow, and I'm going to get that up to 100, so then I can upgrade my Bow like Cat to Legendary. It's really cheap. It's like 2 million coins, 100 Yagi. That's it. I have the Yagi that I need, and in fact, I have a little bit over it. But now if I go ahead and grab my Bow out of here, we can come over to Cat, and we slap that in here, and it's going to be 100 Yagi, and 1.7 million coins. And it'll be in there for 10 days. I was just going to immediately cat flower it. It would be like 5,000 bits, which is completely fine by me. It is a legendary bow. I need that. However, I just bought Manuli, the new stacking enchant, and that's 4,000 bits. So I don't have the bits to cat flower it. So until I have the bits, I'm just going to borrow Manuli's bow, which should be a few hours, and then I'll just have my own. But once I steal that, I can finally start working on these flawless rubies. And work I did. I started mining ruby without pristine. Anyways, the VC I was in yelled at me for being stupid because I was being stupid. It was a really stupid decision. I just wasted like a solid 2 hours of my time. My solution to my stupidity was to get Yogg armor and a ruby drill. The Yogg armor so I could have pristine, and the ruby drill so I can have something with considerably more mining speed. Getting Yogg armor is pretty straightforward. Just mine hard stone until you feel like bashing your head against a wall. I don't have any footage of me mining hard stone. But wait, hold on. How did all this get here then? I'm sorry, Ironman part 17? We're just editing 13. So you're telling me I had to break the space-time continuum and use footage from the future just in order to put B-roll here. And I couldn't just go log on a Hypixel and slap some hardstone with the pickaxe. This is what my editing has come to. However, getting a ruby drill is a bit more complicated. You're gonna need 6 fine ruby, 4 enchanted diamond blocks that you need to forge into 2 refined diamonds, which you then need an additional 5 glaciite jewels and 2 enchanted gold blocks on to use one of the refined diamonds to forge into a golden plate, which on top of, you need an enchanted iron block, 3 enchanted redstone blocks, and 10 treasurite to forge into a drill engine. And then you need 2 enchanted coal blocks to forge into a fuel tank, which all of this combines into making a ruby drill. I say this like this is a lot, but this has nothing on the 655. While all that was forging, I got to work on all the hardstone for my Yogg armor. To bring you an update, I can craft a Yogg chestplate. I know, so exciting. Anyway, flame breaker chestplate, and then I think I have enough Yoggy. Oh no, I most certainly do not. Let me go kill Bal a couple times. Now I should be able to craft it. Slap that in there, surround it, and we get a Yogg chestplate. And what I do need to do is go to the mines, and I need to look at the cost of some gemstones. Oh, I did not know that the first slot was a universal slot. I could throw 2 topaz gemstones in there. No, you can't. Actually, now that I look at it, these are really, really cheap slots. That's a jade slot. So I do want to unlock the amber slot because I have a flawless amber in here that I got from the chest, which is just a single fine amber, which I probably have. I, in fact, do have that, so give me that slot. And I'm gonna go ahead and wrong slot. So let me quickly throw a fine topaz in there, and then I can put the flawless amber in. I'm also gonna throw some topaz on these Yogg boots I have right here, and now I just need 2 more pieces. And now back to the most fun gameplay loop ever invented. I have the materials to make some things. So first of all, what am I missing? I just want to make sure, because I've been known to be stupid in the past. Okay, leggings, helmet. Let's go ahead and grab one of these and one of these. Now I just need to go kill Bal some more. Now I can craft up a little bit of Yogg armor, surround that, and surround it some more. Then we have Yogg leggings, and pop that in there, and a Yogg helmet. Now I'm hoping I have enough fine topaz. I should. Oh yeah, way more than enough. I can just chuck that in there, and chuck this in here as well. And now with my new setup, after I slap a couple Yoggs, I should be able to grind out a gauntlet. But first I would want to finish up that ruby drill. I grab 6 fine ruby out of my sack here. I can go in here, item casting. In 49 minutes, I will finally be able to go grind out a gauntlet. Here we have a really basic drill. It's in my inventory now. Now the very last thing I would need before going and grinding out all the ruby is combat 22. This is because with my new ruby drill, which did not have a fuel tank, I only had 3,000 fuel. So I went to the end and grinded out combat 22 so I could go to the nether and buy an aviphone and get the Jotrling contact. So then I wouldn't need a fuel tank. Now it was time for the festivities. And by festivities, I mean going insane while mining ruby. This is fun. I'm having fun. Aren't you having fun? We're all having fun. I don't think I'm okay. Please send help. A couple days and several flawless rubies later, all I was missing was enchanted gold blocks, which was hastily fixed by a trip to the mines of Dwarven, a video essay in about 2 hours of my time. I grab all of these out of my backpacks right here, and I go to my sacks, and I grab these 16 enchanted gold blocks, put these in the middle, and surround it, and we will have a gemstone gauntlet. And as of right now, it's not great, but it is still better than any mining tool I've had so far. So I need to work on making this a bit better. The first step is just slapping some gemstones in there. Definitely not great gemstones, but they will buff it a little bit. And then the next step is to get a reforge and to upgrade those first 3 gems right there. The reforge of choice is going to be a rock gemstone for auspicious, which I need 64 treasurite for. This will be fun. I figure the easiest way to get all this treasurite would be to powder mine in the mithril deposits, since that way I get powder and also have a chance of getting treasurite, both of which I need. I did this for a while until I realized the most important upgrade that I forgot, quite literally enchanting my gemstone gauntlet. But after fixing that, I had enough treasurite, slapped it in the forge, and it was time to get back to conditions. In order to get any kind of decent race while powder mining, you need Heart of the Mountain 7 so you can have powder buff. And with my newly crafted gemstone gauntlet, that's exactly what I was going to go for. It was better than even the pick of Nemesis I was starting with, so my Heart of the Mountain XP would start going up really quickly. But during this time as well, it was also coal, so the extra 50 wisdom allowed me to level my Balpet a little bit, and also gave me some fiestas to go mine out some topaz. And I will just say, fiestas are peak brain rot.
I will set you free! Ow! Ow! What is wrong with you? Oh, that's better. I can hear you now.
We watched the entire Captain Underpants movie at 5 AM in a VC, even at the cost of losing brain cells. I did manage to mine out 3 perfect topaz and get flawlesses on the rest. So it all worked out, even though my IQ has dropped a couple points. But now it was time for the final stretch of commissions. And since I have nearly 3 hours of footage of me just doing commissions, I will sum it up for you really briefly here. I spent the next 3 days slapping gray blocks with a very much so not trademarked Infinity Gauntlet, and occasionally took a break to go beat up innocent bystanders minding their own business. You see, it's justified because they gave me HOTM XP, and then would go back to slapping gray blocks. This block is in no way related to the element on the periodic table by the name of lead, which you should not ingest. I repeat, do not eat it. But after several days, I was finally done. Oh, there it is. I claim this commission right here. I will be Heart of the Mountain 7, which gives me a couple of things. Get some new stuff in the forge, which I really need. I also get level 100. But the biggest thing about Heart of the Mountain 7 is that now I can efficiently gemstone mine. I unlock mining speed 2, mining fortune 2, and most importantly powder buff, which will allow me to powder grind. So now I can finally start progressing.